The gang, them goon shit, the gang, them goon. Couple of groupies, couple of groupies, the fit weight. I know terrorize and you niggas getting high, and you niggas flying, your kind of scooters, your kind of scooters on me when I'm driving off the roof, no ceiling. Got a skyline view when I'm riding.
Gang, what's cracking, man? Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning, wake up. You feel me? Smell the roses, smell the coffee out there. If you haven't already, a lot of y'all, you know, y'all still late bloomers. Y'all still wake your ass up, man. Get to the bag or get lost, right? Today, y'all already know I'm coming, man. I had to come back live because yesterday I did go live and we was talking about a whole bunch of shit taking place out there in the world, man. A whole bunch of shit, and I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we jumping into it. This video right here, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Elizabeth April.
Was so loved by so many individuals.
This is a intelligent young woman. You know, by far this lady, she a lot of knowledge. She do remote viewing. For those of y'all that know what that is, you feel me? Give me a hand clap if you don't. But she do a lot of that. She do remote viewing. She do, you know, a lot of psychic things that some people still to this day take as fake. You know, they still call it pseudoscience. And if you ask me, I think they call it that because they don't want certain people believing in the things they know. They don't want you to know what they know. You understand what I'm saying? They don't. The motherfuckers in the league, they don't want you to know what they know, right? So we jumping into this video, gang. We jumping into this video, man. ASAP.
Good old Jim Carrey. And you know, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Truman Show. And I highly recommend, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it for the sake of Jim Carrey. And on top of that, my second favorite movie is called The Congress. Highly recommend, you guys. The Congress was made a long time ago.
You know what's funny?
It is.
My boy, he was just saying this. He just told me to go watch The Truman Show. You know, shout out to my brother, man. He just told me, he said, hey, Zo, go check out The Truman Show, man. You know, motherfuckers think Jim Carrey this and that. You know, go peep this shit. Go check it out. Because it's a bigger fish to fry. You understand what I'm saying? I had to understand that. I'm like, wait, what he's saying? It is. It's a bigger fish to fry. And now that I'm hearing her saying, yo, go watch The Truman Show, I really got to check that shit out. I want to know, you know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, why and what's going on. Because, honestly, everybody really saying Jim Carrey dead. They saying he's a clone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they saying he's a clone, and I want to know why. I want to know how they saying that. Like, we'll give everybody the notion to think so. Because, you know, when we pay attention, we get our black ass, we get to seeing these signs. We see shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Black people, you know, right? So let's dive. Let's go. I want to see what she figured out. Like I said, shorty real intelligent, so y'all bear with her powers and her abilities. You understand what I'm saying?
It is coming to life. It is coming true right now. It's pretty wild, right? Okay. So I remote viewed Jim Carrey. Now, we're going to get into it. It's pretty intense. There's some really touching and surprising parts to what I saw. I will say that there's a video I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it is, it's like a really big undertaking for me, and I just have not had the energy. I'm in the middle of a book tour still. So yeah,
I just work. You know, I said that, you know, she do a lot of work. The remote viewing is real for those of y'all that don't know. You know, go do your studies, man. Go do some research on remote viewing. A lot of y'all don't research. Go do it. You need to go check it out. But the shit she talking about, real.
There's a video that I want to do, and it's essentially about, have you ever seen those videos online where people are talking about how, like, this person from history looks the same as this actor in present day?
We have got to the point where literally anybody building.
Y'all know what she's talking about. I know what she's talking about.
I don't know if you've seen those videos, but there's a lot of them, and they are very eerily similar looking individuals. I'm trying to think. There's a guy on a bill, on an American bill, and he looks like Epstein, I believe, but don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to think of like all the comparisons. I'm so bad with names. Okay, so that being said, sort of my thinking is it time travel? Is it reptilian bloodlines? Is it body snatching? Is it cloning back in the day? I don't think so. I'm not sure. But like, what is it? So there's something there that I want to explore. There's something there that the elites have the ability to do that I just want to know more of. Like, do they just live a really long life? Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so we're going to get into that.
You know what? She got a good question right there, because I always wondered that too. You know, I always wondered that, like, they got a scene that's going around with Taylor Swift, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? It's a scene and Taylor's going around. And what they saying is basically Shorty looked like she came from, you know what I'm saying, back in the days. It looked like her that was, you know, from a long time ago. My thing is this, like, if people are paying attention to this and they start to catch these signs, do y'all think everybody else is? I can imagine so.
That's going to be my upcoming videos. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, obviously do that now. On top of that, you guys, a lot of you don't know and realize that I have a membership platform on my website. And if you sign up, you get access to thousands of videos over the past.
Check it out, Charles. She got to do good videos. Like I said, go check her out, man.
You name it. It is in there.
Let's see.
All right. So go check that out after this. Also, every single month on the member that, and then also coming up in interesting remote views coming up. So yeah.
So basically, she giving us a rundown of her remote viewing sessions that she do got coming up. You know, that's a blessing. Though. Let me see what this is.
Okay. How do I even begin this video? Obviously, my condolences, right, to Jim Carrey and to his family and to his fans. I have a certain level of personal appreciation as to what's happening because it's sparking the internet with theories, right, with questioning.
Right.
And I have to.
That condolence right there, though. Her just saying that condolence right there, that shit, you know, that some chills up a nigga bones, because condolence to Jim Carrey, like, what the hell? Was he saying for the family? You know, did he lose somebody? Was somebody, you know what I'm saying? Was they lost in it? I need to know what's going on. I really need to know what's taking place out there, because everybody is saying this Jim Carrey did. Everybody is saying this, he been calm. Everybody been saying this, gang, and don't nobody believe it. You know, definitely nobody in the hood gonna believe it. They so goofy. Everybody in the hood about goofy as a motherfucker. They tell me strong. So let's watch this video. Let's keep going. Shorty just said she remote viewed them. Let's check it out.
To personally feel really grateful for that, because people are finally starting to question the narrative and wake up a little bit, right? Like, it is going viral. Like, Jim Carrey is going viral for not being himself. Thank God, right? Like, I can't believe Miley Cyrus didn't do it with the eyebrows and the cheeks. I mean, yeah, we speculate, right? But like,
yeah, Lil said the eyebrows and the cheeks, fans. That's crazy, y'all. Because you know, my son, he's saying the same thing. Now that's wild when y'all hear everybody able to say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I pray Jim Carrey ain't no motherfucking clown. I pray he ain't get abducted and they done did the woo-wop on him, because y'all know they really doing that shit. They got them programs out there that do that shit. What y'all think these people make all this money for? You think these millionaires and billionaires don't got motherfucking shit set up to where they can turn your human bitch ass into a slushy? Yes, they do, nigga. They got that shit. And now y'all see it because they talking about Jim Carrey. They talking about Jim Carrey. They like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, it's you know, I thought it was the end, but like my kid, he just came out here, he said the same thing. I'm like, what? Whoa, I'm just diving into the story, y'all. I'm just learning about it. Lord, this crazy.
Holy. Fascinating. Yeah. So here's oh my God, YouTube has done this to me again. I deleted the app, I re-downloaded it, I updated it, I did all the things because YouTube keeps kicking me out of my live streams. This is probably, if you guys know, the third or fourth time.
I want that information to be out there. Y'all know how I go. Shout out to YouTube, but y'all do be, start becoming dicks. Y'all don't want none of that information out there. Let a nigga cook. Let us cook, man. What y'all doing? Let us cook. She finna cook.
It has kicked me out in the past month or two. So I'm glad I got to go right back in. If it kicks me out again, guys, please.
Let's go.
There's a frequency.
Yeah.
Bring.
You know what I'm saying? The commercials. Come on now, YouTube. Let it play now. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody saying he did. Like, what people,
Gen AI Foundation
going on around the world?
You go directly to that individual. And so I go to that person's or that individual's essence or soul essence, you could call it. And that's how I do it. I do not remote view anyone without their explicit permission. You'll see that in my remote viewing videos on my membership. I go through the process of explaining how I get their permission and stuff. So I won't go through all of that today. But anyway, so when I remote viewed Jim Carrey, I did not go to a body. Okay, surprise, surprise. I went to the afterlife, I guess you could call it.
What you doing, boy? Did you hear it? She said, listen, come here. What she said. Now, chat, y'all need to listen to this.
And there he
When she
was
remote
as a
viewed Jim
soul.
Carrey, she
I
didn't go
asked
to
him
body.
if he,
Listen, y'all.
I did not go to a body, but I'll go through all of that today. But anyway, so when I remote viewed Jim Carrey, I did not go to a body. Okay, surprise, surprise. I went to the afterlife, I guess you could call it. And there.
The afterlife, gang. She said I went to the afterlife. That's what she said. She didn't go to a body. You see, when remote viewers do their job, these people who remote view, for those of y'all that know about remote viewing, when they remote view, they leave their body, they leave the physical body. Basically, it's like astral planet. For those of y'all that do, any study, you need to check it out. And that's what she's doing. And they teach the Army these things. They got remote viewers in the Army and in the CIA. They got them sitting there in the room. They got them on LSD. You know what I'm saying? Some of them take LSD just to stay, you feel me? Like, just to stay operating, because the remote viewing power, the abilities take so much energy from your brain. Now, she just said when she remote viewed Jim Carrey, she didn't go to a body. She went to the afterlife.
He was as a soul.
I
asked him if he would be interested in talking to me about everything that happened, and he said that he would. This is exactly what happened with Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk. Surprise, surprise, both of their souls were on the other side. Okay. And so
that's deep. To me, that's deep, gang. That's very deep. That's deep. Like I said, it's a lot of y'all that don't believe it still. Y'all motherfuckers that come to the channel and look at it and watch it and still don't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? Make it make sense, gang. Let's go back into it. You feel me? Because she popping, and what she popping is real shit. That's why a lot of y'all be lost. Y'all don't understand real from fake no more. Y'all don't understand real from fake no more. Hey, I fucked y'all up with that.
Oh, they did take him out, basically. And what he goes into is fascinating. So I have basically my questions to him are in blue, and then his response verbatim from what I heard from him are in pink. Okay.
What?
So
let's go back.
This is what he said right off the bat. This is what he said right away. He said,
hold on. I gotta go back. I want to hear what she said. Jim Carrey said.
They came.
He dead now, right? Look, she finna tell us what he said, what happened to him, gang. He spoke to her and told her how they did him. Now that's crazy, y'all. Now for those of y'all that don't believe in this ability, believe in mediums able to talk to spirits, other people able to talk to spirits, and whatever Bible you was reading or whatever historical context you done read, they was telling you how people was talking to spirits. It was people that was in them damn books talking to spirits. There's people that was lifting spirits doing all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was channeling spirits. So at the end of the day, what she's saying ain't far fetched. Not to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, it definitely ain't far fetched. I want to dive down. Let's go back and what she said. He said.
For me, I knew they said heard from him are in pink. Okay.
What?
Questions to him are in blue, and then his response.
His response that she wrote
verbatim from what I heard from
the responses he gave her. She wrote them in pink. Her responses she asked him was in blue. She's smart. She been doing remote viewing for some time. She know how to colorize her shit. She know how to separate it. So she know, look, what I'm asking you gonna go in this color. And what I'm asking, I mean, what the spirit gonna respond is gonna be in this color. That way I can differentiate. You feel me? The words, the language, I can differentiate this to somebody. So let's hear what she wrote back from Jim Carrey, gang.
From him are in pink. Okay. So this is what he said right off the bat. This is what he said right away. He said, they came for me. I knew they would. He said, I stopped playing their game a long time ago. This is interesting. And let's talk about this for a second. I think they kept me around because I was a valuable asset, which is an interesting way to put it, but also with specific talent that they couldn't replace. Just let that sink in.
He said, what? She said, Jim Carrey said that they came for me. I knew they'd come. He said he been stopped playing that game a long time ago. He said he think they kept him around because he's a valuable asset. A valuable asset. Now, if you ask me, every celebrity got to be a valuable asset. You got to be, because now, once they paying you these millions and you working with them, gang, you know, you got half the masses influenced by things you do and say. And, you know, they boosting you up on this pedestal. God damn it, I think, yeah, they would come for you if you stop playing their game. They definitely gonna come. You know, they gonna come for you. They gonna come so hard that, you know, you ain't gonna be able to run and tell nobody. And they even go so far to me, like, if y'all notice how what some people be coming out, they be coming out on these shows, they come out on social media. At the end of the day, when they get to doing that, they get to coming out like that, gang. Y'all notice how they'll cover it all up. Y'all notice how they'll make it seem like all this shit was just a mental breakdown that people was going through. The whole time, them people ain't mentally crazy. You mean to tell me them rich motherfuckers went mentally crazy? That's bullshit. That's why I say y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, man. Let's keep going. Let's listen to what she's saying, man.
Apparently you can go from...
Yep, another commercial. We muting his ass. Y'all know how we do it. We muting him. Right? Mute him. Let's go, though.
With
she
actors,
said he knew they was going to come.
Which is an interesting way to put it. But also with specific talent that they couldn't replace. Just let that sink in. With actors, actresses, with, musicians, right? Typically, we see replacements sort of at the end of someone's career. They're not going to keep acting. They're not going to keep singing. Maybe they do. Maybe they do like a voiceover, concert or something. I don't know how they do it.
Right. She got a point, because a lot of times that is what we see. A lot of times that's what we'll see. We'll see, when it's time for the actor to damn near end, you know what I'm saying? We'll see all of a sudden their career dwindling down. They do a couple more shows or movies. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, it's the end of their career. Like, come on, make it make sense, y'all.
Jim Carrey is explicitly stating, right, that he didn't play by their rules for a long time now, and they couldn't replace his talent. Like, they couldn't replace him. Even if he doesn't act again, they just couldn't replace him. And funny enough, like, he knew that. He knew that. And here we are. They tried to. And so then the other question too is like, what did they replace him with, right? Is it a clone? Is it a mask? Is it good makeup? Is it an actor, right? A lookalike? It could be anything. I've seen the gamut. I've seen them take individuals, right? And I've seen them MK Ultra, brainwashed. So it's the same person. It's just like they're all drugged up and sort of programmed or whatever, reprogrammed, I guess.
You see what I'm saying? You heard what she said. She seen them do the MK Ultra. The people, they take them, they brainwash them. You know, got them all made up. That shit crazy, gang. It hit different. This shit hit different when you get people who really know what's taking place and they're not scared. They'll go on the interview and talk about it. You hear me? They'll talk about it. I feel you got bars, and those are the bars you're supposed to have. You can't be hiding from them people. See, Jim Carrey said he wasn't playing the game, and he been stopped playing the game, and I can believe that. I can, because you know it's a lot of artists and celebrities out there that, you know, after a while they start coming out. Like Coolio. Like Coolio, the moment Coolio starts saying something about, you know, speaking on anything near the Illuminati and what they knew and if he had any involvement in it. Do y'all see how he died? Like a couple weeks later he died. Right away though, on his interview he said something, you know, that made so much sense. And I want to see if I can find it. I gotta see if I can find it quick. Because I was like, wait, ain't nobody gonna pay attention? Ain't nobody seeing that? I seen that shit and I started paying attention to it. I'm like, wait, what is going on? You understand what I'm saying? What's really going on in the world? What is going on? It fucked me up. It blew me because I'm like, wait, ain't nobody gonna say they seen this shit? Everybody acting like, okay, yeah. You know, that's when I knew how fake the world was too. I'm like, damn, the world can be so fake and scary. They scared to speak up. Half of the world scared to speak up. They scared to be community. Let me find this video for y'all, right? His last interview, he spoke about how he was scared. He didn't want to die. He said he didn't want to speak up on them Illuminati people. You hear me? Because he said he got family and people that he want to survive. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy to me. Hey, look, now you know what's even crazier when you put, hold on, wait. Because I'm like, hold on, I know they didn't try to take his name away and shit like that's crazy. All right, so look, now I got this video up here. Right, let me put this shit. Now this Coolio. His last video was right here, right? Before he died.
If somebody's after me or if somebody's watching me, then they know enough about me to know that I have no fear of death. So killing me don't mean shit. It just confirms that what I said, be a member of the Illuminati or a member of the elite society or whatever. You would think that I would be, that they would come at me. And I think they did it sideways though. Nobody never got at me directly and said, we want you to join us and we're doing this. That's never happened. But I will tell you, I've had motherfuckers come at me on some weirdo shit, like on some gay shit.
He said he had people come at him on some weirdo shit, some gay shit. This Coolio, y'all. This Coolio telling y'all what they was doing. And it's also Coolio telling y'all, hey, look, you know, the Illuminati ain't came to me and told me, look, they want me to join them. You know what I'm saying? But I have people came at me on some gay shit and they tried to do this. And then he talking about them industry motherfuckers. So ask him, knock on the door, ask. So at the end of the day, that let y'all know that it's more than what y'all think going on in the game. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's why I do my studies. And then he also said he know they'll come at him, but ain't nobody came at him directly. He know they tried to come at him on the side, like sideways, and try to get something done to him and get him killed, gang. You feel me? Listen. You gonna listen.
At me on some, oh, you should do this type shit. And I was like, wow, what? Man, why the fuck would I do that? That make no sense. I view that as being inhuman.
Right.
I view that as I would never do that. So then, right when there was some things that I was trying to do that I felt were important.
He said he felt like that was inhuman. He'll never do that. What would they ask him, y'all, that was inhuman? Y'all make that make sense. I gotta turn that up. What would they ask him that's inhuman? Can y'all tell me that? What could that be? Like, make it make sense, guys. Right? Some shit that'll make you feel immoral. Some shit that'll make you feel like, look, I'm doing too much and I don't need to be doing this.
Things that I felt would help other people.
Let me go back.
So and then, right when there was some things that I was trying to do,
Hold on.
and I was like, what? Man, why the fuck would I do that? That made no sense. I view that as being inhuman.
He said, why would I do that? I view that as being inhuman. That's what the fuck he said. A lot of y'all gonna miss over what the fuck he said and act like you didn't understand it, you didn't get it. You understand what I'm saying? I got what the fuck he said. You know, it's a lot of black people that are gonna be like, man, no, he didn't say that. Shut the fuck up. I know not to listen to you. You gotta be one dummy. But at the end of the day, motherfucker, that nigga said it out of his own mouth. And I'm gonna tell you something. A week or two later, he was dead. After he spoke about it. You understand what I'm saying?
Do that. So and then, right when there was some things that I was trying to do that I felt were important, things that I felt would help other people, shit started happening to me.
Shit started happening.
Jail for some bullshit of them hurting my family. So I'm mad about certain things. I don't talk about everything I know because I don't want nobody in my family to be hurt.
So that right there alone said he was scared. He said he don't talk about the things he know because he don't want nobody in his family hurt. He said shit started happening to him. He said they start fucking him up and doing all types of shit, jail and shit. I'm talking about all types of shit started taking place, gang. Y'all tell me what the fuck that mean. Right?
Went to jail. That I felt would help other people.
So
shit started happening to me.
Shit started happening to him and other people around him.
Of them hurting my family.
Him. They scared him, gang, and they seen they had him scared. They seen they had him scared, gang, and they knew how to operate on it. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing y'all don't understand in this industry. That's what the fuck they do. They know how to get right to you and right where the spot at. Like, okay, yeah, we know this shit gonna operate on dog. You know, this is what we finna do. Hey, make sure you get ready, bro, and stop walking back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they gonna do. And they do it every time. They do it well. They do it well. Definitely if y'all let them. They do it well, gang. And I'm like, damn, dog. You know, like saying shit like with the takeoff situation, and they blame that on something else. Oh, it was this. Man, we know what was up. Y'all wiping motherfuckers out, big dog. That's what's going on. Ain't no fronting to that. Let's get back to this.
So I'm mad about certain things. I don't talk about everything I know because I don't want nobody in my family to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to happen to my people. And if I owe them anything, I owe that to them. I owe them their lives, to be able to live their life and not be subjected to any type of harm because of something I did or said. It's already happened once. My oldest son did some time in prison, and he shouldn't have. It was his first offense.
Like he said, y'all, if y'all listening, paying attention, man, that nigga did time in prison. He had to. It's a lot of shit they doing out here, y'all don't know about. You know, so like I said, like it's a lot of shit, man, that people doing out here, y'all don't know about. You ain't paying attention, gang. And that interview right there, that was aired. When I seen that, when I watched that interview, I was like, what the fuck is really going on? Ain't nobody around the world paying attention to this interview. No, they wasn't, because they were so fucking distracted by TikTok dances. They was fucking distracted by all the bullshit out there. All the fucking people on social media that's so-called trending, but trending for nothing but negativity. That's what y'all was distracted. That's why you know. And what's crazy to me is now everybody want to pay attention to Jim Carrey. You know, everybody want to, oh, damn, Jim Carrey. Listen, motherfucker, it's so many people that have been wiped out right under our nose and we don't even know it. We don't even know it. It's people getting moved and shipped out of here, nigga, and we don't even know it. We ain't paying attention, nigga. They also are test subjects because they need to make more of them. They want to make more of them, more people like them. And at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, come on, man, y'all better start paying attention, man. Let's get back to Shorty video.
Seen this organization do everything you can imagine to keep their hold over that poor pawn, okay? So a couple things that I want to state, just backtracking a little bit. Jim Carrey did sign contracts. I don't think that I just kind of saw his life a little bit. He signed contracts with this sort of shadowy government organization a long time ago. I know it's disappointing to hear, but also if you take a look at his fame and influence, it's not super surprising. Also, if you look at him speaking out against.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I know exactly what she's saying. I know exactly what she's saying, but do y'all understand what she's saying? Because now, why, like, you know what I'm saying? Why is they doing that? Why would they be doing that? That's what I want to know why they're doing that. What is y'all benefiting from it? What is y'all getting from the people? You know what I'm saying?
Against the Illuminati, not surprising. He knew exactly who they were and what they were doing because he was at some point or another a part of it, right? So he did sign contracts when he was quite young. He did rise to fame. He was extremely talented. He was talking about how they prey on individuals who are basically young and innocent and talented, like he was. And then he didn't realize what he really got into until they started to ask him to be a part of these.
So, you know, like she said, they prey on young individuals who's talented, young, and they want you. They want you. If you young and talented, they're gonna come at you with a contract, basically, right? Once they bring that contract, it's over. You sign that contract, we know you want that money. You definitely want that money. Hey, get out that what's the name? You're gonna take that bread. You definitely gonna take that bread, gang. And once you do, you're done.
But also, if you take a look at his fame and influence, it's not super surprising. Also, if you look at him speaking out against the Illuminati, not surprising. He knew exactly who they were and what they were doing because he was at some point or another a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So he did sign contracts when he was quite young. He did rise to fame. He was extremely talented. He was talking about how they prey on individuals who are basically young and innocent and talented, like he was. And then he didn't realize what he really got into until they started to ask him to be a part of these like rituals and like groups, right? Like, I don't know what to call them, like meetings or whatever, right?
Right.
And then later in his life, right, he started to really call them out, and then he went underground for a long time. One of the things that I've seen him say, right, just like kind of reading up on some articles and stuff, he said a long time ago, he said, I'm going into retirement. If you see me in the public eye again, it's not me. He said that.
You know what's funny? Somebody else just mentioned that yesterday. You know, they mentioned that. That's what's crazy. They definitely mentioned that. And they said he said that. And my thing was this. I'm like, wow. What to make them say that? What to make them, what to make him say that? What to make Jim Carrey say that? What to make him, and now we got to figure out, we know why he'll say that. We know why, because that's them trying to tell us, yeah, I want out. I want out. I think that's, you know, with a lot of these artists and celebs. Like I told somebody else, I said, when you get rich, I think being rich comes with a lot of shit. They not just gonna pay and give you all that motherfucking money. You understand what I'm saying? And you think you just gonna float around living a free life? Hell no, who's gonna pay you millions just so you can live your fucking life? Smoke good all day? Nobody. Ain't nobody dumb like that, nigga. We own you now, nigga.
Right? I don't know where. Okay, I just read that.
Yeah, Jim said that
on some articles and stuff. He said a long time ago, he said, I'm going into retirement. If you see me in the public eye again, it's not me. He said that, right? I don't know where. Okay, I just read that in an article. I don't know where. But look that up if you're interested, right? He knew what was up, but he also knew that he was kind of safe because they didn't replace him. They couldn't replace his talent. One thing that I didn't ask,
and meaning if they can't replace your talent, you make them a lot of money. That explains why, you know, Birdman didn't want Lil Wayne to leave. That explains why they didn't want Tupac to leave, Biggie Smalls, because if we got to replace you, it's hard to find your talent. It's hard to find a motherfucker like you. You understand what I'm saying? That's hard. That's a hard job for people to be able to task. And if they can't task that, it is over. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, dude, these people do know what's going on. A lot of them are so scared to speak. You got some who don't give a fuck. Like Jim Carrey, and they probably do you the worst way. They probably do use your motherfucking skin as a face mask, and you know what I'm saying? Put it on a robot. One of their new trained robots. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the world crazy. They sick right now. That money make them niggas sick. And at the end of the day, like,
or I didn't look at that now I'm kind of thinking about is why now?
Because he was one that they can plant a death on, and allegedly, and you know, it looks like, or it makes people study in a certain area.
I'm curious about that. Jim Carrey's always been like a potential whistleblower for them. I mean, if anything, he's already whistleblown, and they still kept him around because he was valuable. Still, I don't know.
They said he already whistleblown, but they still kept him around. Now that's deep. That's deep. If they knew that he was already a potential whistleblower, he was already one of them ones who could potentially give up and blow cover of what we got going on. Great job at that, Jim Carrey. You feel me? No problem with letting people know. And you know, he put his if this is all real, allegedly, if this is all real, he put his life on the line just to let people know what's going on, because he knew how deep and dark the secret was. That, hey, yo, even if he told, ain't nobody gonna believe it, because they got the world tricked already. You understand what I'm saying? This is the darkest, deepest game that's being played. It is. This is the darkest, deepest game that's been played. And I think these celebrities know that. It's just that now that they got rich, it is too late to bag out. It's too late to back out. Like the CIA, they tell you the CIA watch you, and once you get in with them, you start working with them, you know, you are forever watched. I believe they watch people just in general, gang. Definitely anybody with money. Y'all ain't gotta believe me, but I definitely believe my motherfucking self, and I feel I know that's what's taking place. And we ain't gotta all, you know, smell the same coffee, but we do gotta wake the fuck up and start paying attention. Certain signs get let out. They are so smart, though. Them people with that money, they smarter than us. They smarter than we figure we are. Certain signs get let out. They see them people letting them signs out. You know what they do? They put them on a chopping block. They teach them rough. They teach them rough. They know. Because look, we ain't giving you a chance to expose us because you think you can. We're gonna show you how that feel if you try to do that.
So, but why now? And I'm not sure. Is it a bunch of the Epstein files? Were they worried that he was about to speak up? Maybe they were monitoring his phones, and then, you know, this is all speculation. I should have looked that up, but I didn't. I should have asked that question. Like, why now? Like, why take him out now? I'm not gonna look into it right now, but it's interesting. It's fascinating. Okay, cool. What else? So they kept me around because I was valuable. Okay. Is there anything else that I wanted to say about him that I saw before I get into the conversation? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, is it a mask? Is it an act? I'm so sorry. Is it an actor? Is it a clone? I did verify that it was a clone and that they have been planning this for quite some time. So they were initiating or programming the clone for quite some time, at least 6 months before this award ceremony. This award ceremony was supposed to be the like coming out of the clone, right? And like and they were kind of thinking that if a whole room of celebrities could accept Jim Carrey for what he looked like or whatever, like if he could pass in this award ceremony, and of course they didn't bring him to the Grammys, or they brought him to France, and they thought no one would really talk about it in the States. If he could be...
No, that's deep. That's deep. She said she recognized this a clone. She said it's a clone. Now, for those of y'all, like I said, some of y'all, a lot of you motherfuckers ain't gonna believe it. I don't care less what you believe. I only care what I believe. Nowadays, I think the world is made up off that. Everybody got this fake belief system. They don't know what to believe in or not. They don't. And if you don't know what to believe in, my nigga, that's what they're doing right now. They are trained to make you believe in what the fuck they want you to believe in. Why you done this? She just said she knows it's a clone. It's most definitely a clone.
Accepted by, this room full of people, then maybe he could be accepted by the world, right? And I can't believe that they just fudged up so badly. So that was that. So definitely a clone. It wasn't a mask. It was not an actor. It was just a really bad sort of copy is what I see. And Jim Carrey had 3 clones. So
Three. That's deep. If you ask me, that's deep and scary, gang. That's some shit I don't want nothing to do with. I told y'all, like, man, look, with all these billions and millions of dollars that these people getting, gang, it ain't no motherfucking way that y'all can't tell me they ain't been making clones, nigga. They been doing something, nigga. Fuck you talking. They been doing something. Real life.
There's like 2 that are like still in like a stasis or whatever. I don't know what it is. Then there's something else I want to mention. So there's a guy online right now who does makeup. He's like a makeup artist.
She said it's 2 of them that's still in stasis. Whatever.
It was just a really bad sort of copy is what I see. And Jim Carrey had 3 clones. So there's like 2 that are like still in like a stasis or whatever. I don't know what it is. Then there's something else I want to mention. So there's a guy online right now who does makeup. He's like a makeup artist. And what he'll do is he'll put a bunch of makeup on or prosthetic face.
What up, DJ? That's crazy. To me, y'all hear what she's saying? This shit is deep. Like she said, they do makeup, they do all that. They make your body. It even went so far, y'all see them doing the goddamn robots. They got the fucking real skin out here on the robots, man. That's what they doing. And they tricking us. They been tricking us. This shit been floating around for years. This bitch just said, but at the end of the day, I mean, I said out of shockness because I'm shocked. That's crazy, man. That's scary, but it's crazy. And they've been saying it about Jamie Foxx. They said about all these celebrities. Martin Lawrence, it's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's taking place out here in the world. It's scary. It's scary.
Things.
Just you.
Y'all know that. All right, hurry up, boy. You slow. I love you. I'm gonna see you later, man. Yeah. Hurry up. On the G. Yeah, I got to send them kiddos off to school, but let's get back to it.
Bring him in.
I don't understand though, man. Like, if this is all real,
and he'll say that he's like some woman or some actor, and he'll go out on the street as that actor, right, and pretend to be them, and like kind of get away with it. And so this guy, this makeup artist, is saying that was me. I was Jim Carrey. I did it. I did the thing. I put on the mask, right? Oh my God. So it dawned on me as I'm like in the remote view that this guy, this makeup artist, is a like a psyop, I guess it's called. Essentially, like this guy is being paid, okay, to create these fake doubles, right? Maybe he was just makeup artist for fun at first, but he then signed contracts and got in and like kind of got famous because of this, because he signed contracts with them, and the Illuminati knew that they could use him to.
And you know, another thing I know, a lot of these people, they start trending real big too, right after. You know what I'm saying? They start trending, you know, and to me, I don't understand what be going on with that. That's how, you know, they throw little hints out there, little secrets for y'all to get and understand. And if you don't get them, you don't catch them, gang. I think that, you know, you will be lost in the sauce. Your dumb ass will be forever looking, you know. So I think, like, if we don't pay attention, man, right now, like, dude, it's been your movies. All the movies tell us this. Every movie you watch gives you a hint and a secret about something. Every movie you watched and seen hinted you about something. Like, and you like, wait, is that true? Y'all better pay attention, man.
To play this thing, right? To basically fake it if anyone were to really question. So that was a whole psyop operation, I guess, that I discovered. I was like, wow, okay, so this guy is being paid off to say it, just to sort of put now seeds of doubt in everyone. Oh no, we couldn't get away with the Jim Carrey clone, so it must be a makeup artist, right? So there's that, and then there was something else. What else did I want to mention? Oh my God, my head's all over the place. I've been like just going through some weird sickness this past weekend. What else?
Hey, you know what's funny? She just said she was going through a weird sickness this weekend. Me, my brother Money, my kids, everybody been going through this sickness. I'm just getting over it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of the evidence for the buzz out there. Most people like, it's the weather. No. That's the cover up. It's the cover up to make you think it's the weather. But at the end of the day, if you pay more attention to your surroundings and yourself, you know it's something else. It just don't happen to everybody all at once, gang. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Something else. Oh yeah. Okay. It's very similar.
YouTube working with their ass too. That's why they able to watch YouTube and come to YouTube and get all the people off of it. You know what I'm saying? So make it make sense, gang. Come on.
Two, I know this is going to sound weird, but Kim Kardashian dressing up as a reptilian in 2024. I know it just so totally sounds like weird and like random or whatever, but
people would be like, she reaching. No, you ain't reaching, baby girl. You probably telling the truth. That's just one of those signs that nobody paid attention. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Common sense is a motherfucker. Stop wasting y'all brain. They got y'all wasting y'all fucking brain on all this social media, TikTok and dances and shit. Why it's so much shit taking place around us, nigga, y'all don't even know. In a couple more years, ain't gonna be no fucking dancing and all that bullshit. It's gonna be nothing like watch. Y'all gonna see, gang. Trust me and believe me.
Kim, in 2024, for Halloween, Kim Kardashian dressed up, I shit you not, as a giant reptilian being with a tail. The reason why she did this is because hold
on, let me look this up, y'all. We gotta look this up. I want to see. Reptilian. Yeah. Well, she did. She had the reptilian suit. And you see what that money can buy. They could have made it look realer. You understand what I'm saying? It could have got realer than this. And they got artists who's, you know, paid to just sit and do things like this on you. Like, come on, gang. So now if this become a whole celebrity participation thing, like, imagine what else they can fake. Imagine what else they can do. Just imagine, look at it. They expose a lot of what they can do, how far they can go. And I don't think a lot of us pay attention to it because, like I said, we be so lost in the sauce. If you still lost, gang, of course you ain't gonna never think nothing of this. I talk to people right now today, they still lost. Lord, that's why I be woke. They be like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? Ain't what the fuck you mean? What ain't wrong with you? What ain't wrong with you? Right? Let's get back to this video though, gang.
Cover the fact that if and when there is a time that she shapeshifts in front of people, the first thing that pops up is her in a giant reptilian costume for Halloween. And then for people to speculate, oh, that's just Kim Kardashian in another reptilian Halloween costume because she likes.
Yeah, and she's smart. You see what I'm saying? She knew that that's what she was doing. She know that bitch is just setting that mode that play out there so people could try to catch it like, oh man, that ain't nothing. We seen her dress up like that before. She had a Halloween costume on like that. The whole time, nigga, she just shape shifted, nigga, and made y'all believe that it was a fucking costume because she already dressed up like this and was seen like this. It looked so real that when something real take place with these motherfuckers, y'all won't notice it. You hear me? So I think when Kanye was saying it was deep. And that's why he had to flee like that, because he was saying too much. He knew what he was saying when they killing people, they took his mama out. He knew what's up. She went and she didn't come back. They probably told him they'd do that. That's why he probably fell out with Jay-Z. They probably told him, hey, yo, if you don't get down with the get down, this was going to happen, because Jay-Z was on the Epstein Island too. So let's keep going, man. Let's keep going, right?
Likes to do that. I don't know why that feels relevant, but they do this stuff for a reason to cover their asses. Yeah. Okay? They couldn't oh my God, I can't find my words today. They couldn't get away with Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey fucking knew it. So, okay. So now let's go into my question and answer with Jim Carrey. And I could have gone on, but honestly, guys, I just haven't been feeling good. Just a lot of like hot flashes and like cold sweats and just weird shit. So I could have honestly asked so many different questions, and I wish I did, but I'm just not feeling great.
So from, I know this kind of far-fetched too, but from what happened with Jim Carrey is that energy he released. You understand what I'm saying? During the moments of his demise, if that's the case. I wonder. And that's why did his wife leave? Usually I notice they'll get the wife from around you too, just so they won't, get harmed or hurt. They'll cause all type of situations, problems. And at the end of the day, when this shit get to coming out, they be like, yo.
So one of the first, after he kind of gave me that little spiel at the beginning, one of the first questions I asked was, how do you feel about the life that you lived?
Scribe makes step-by-step guides for any process.
They put it on the commercials.
You know what's terrifying at work? When you start.
He says, I feel mostly satisfied. I brought joy into the hearts of many and tried to push the boundaries as much as I could to wake people up, which he did. I mean, even in some of the films that he did, like they were very sort of eye-opening and allowed people to question. I said,
a lot of films do be like that too. That's different.
One message you would give to people? He said, never stop dreaming, never stop believing in yourself, and don't be afraid to push back and have fun along the way. Pretty generic, but that's what he said. I said, final thoughts. And this was fascinating. He said, if in my death and replacement, people begin to question the narrative, then it was all worth it for me. I think that's pretty profound. If in my death and replacement, people begin to question the narrative, then it was all worth it for me. He also said, it might just be one of my, I laughed at this. He said, it might just be one of the greatest fuck you moments of my career. is the fact that they tried to kill him off and replace him, and they couldn't. And then he said, okay, last thing. It's not about chasing fame or fortune.
Well,
it's about what's in here. And he pointed.
If y'all pay attention, man, what she writing down and what she's speaking that she wrote down is vital, because at the end of the day, we dealing with a remote viewer, something that ain't, something that ain't of reality to a lot of y'all around the world. And I say that, not to say a lot of people goofy, but I say that to say a lot of people still in disbelief of a lot of things due to the fact y'all don't believe in a lot of things. And these movies still show you Peter Pan, magic. They showing you all types of shit right in our face. But y'all are sitting and say, hey, they didn't land on the moon, they didn't do this and that. Listen, if they can do all of this other shit, fake these movie scenes and, things like that, I think it's some truth behind all of the truth in what they saying. That's just what I believe. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man.
Pointed to his heart. And as long as you have a good heart, everything will work out for you in the end. All right, guys. If this information gives you anxiety, please check out my next book. It's called Your Anxiety is Giving Me Anxiety, and it truly does help. It's already helped so many people.
Yeah, go check out her book, man. She got a great book. She got great product, period. At the end of the day, I feel like some of this stuff, gang, it's been out here, man, for us to see. And they even played with us for a long time, like UFO shits. They doing this shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They teasing us. They making us, and actually they testing us, seeing what do we believe and what don't we believe. And if they can find out so much of what we do and don't believe, then it's easy to trap us. It's easy to keep us in a trap. And just as easy it is to trap us, you better believe it's even easier to, brainwash us. It's even easier to have us thinking we're delusional. And that already started in the household, gang. They doing that now. Television shows, you look at something, you think you want it that bad, you want to live that same life. They got you warped. At the end of the day, man, I'm only here to tell y'all to make sure you stay focused, stay locked in, man. Focus on what you got to do in life. You feel me? Don't let nobody trick you off of your goddamn square, because everybody around here getting tricked off their square, definitely in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I am out, man. I love y'all. Y'all stay on top.
Man, you bitch niggas better ante your butt elevate. I need 6-figure money, won't hella bucks and hella cake. Fuck boy, I been on dummy, shooting hella ops, make them a day. If not him, then kill his mama, make him feel his wrath in the hell away. Hydro shock with his eye, make through his chest, watch as they swim away. I don't stop shooting till you die in your last breath, and then I skid away. This a hollow tip.